Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm playing along with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Alright, so it's day 2 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, and here we are. This is the sketch for today. I printed off the sketches kind of on a few sheets so that I would just have them handy on my desk, and this is the sketch for today. It is by Kathy Price, and it has 2 4x6 vertical photos. It has this background piece with a center, like cardstock with rounded corners. It's got this corner piece, and that's where the title is housed. It's got some banner pieces and some like embellishment clusters. Journaling down here. Okay, so here's where I'm getting started. I have these 2 pictures of my brother and my son outside the Air Canada Centre before a Raptors game, and they had this like dressing trailer that had some like sample clothing and stuff from the players on the team, and here they are with Studemeyer's locker, and Josh at the time was quite a big fan of that player, and my brother was laughing because my brother's not a big guy. He's not like ultra short or anything, but look at how big these pants are. So this guy's waistline is at my brother's armpits basically. So they were kind of laughing about that. These basketball players are quite tall. So this was kind of a fun little before the game activity that we did. And so I have pictures from that. And they were pre-printed photos. This is one of my, I know I did a whole series on almost finished products, and this is one, or sorry, almost finished projects, not products. Oh my goodness, words are hard today. Okay, almost finished projects, and this would be what I would consider one of my almost finished, because I think I have like 3 or 4 layouts left to go for this particular album. So this is just getting me one step closer to that. So I pulled these photos and then went to grab one of those collections that I had put together before, and I got this one, which has not been touched yet. It was a collection kit essentially. So here is it's by Echo Park. Oh, now I'm throwing stuff around. Sorry. And it's Echo Park Basketball by Lori Whitlock. And so I chose this one in the store because of the colors, because they went with the Canadian basketball team colors. And then as it had the sticker sheet in it too. These are the papers. I didn't add any papers to this one. I have like a ton of add-on like embellishment stuff though. So there's a bunch of that. So I have the sticker sheet back there, and I have the ephemera pack as well. So I think this is where I'm going to get my title from. And I don't know how much of the patterned paper I'm going to use, because what I was thinking with the sketch is I was thinking I'm going to grab a colored cardstock for my background. And then I want like a black center, because as you can see on here, the colors are black and red, right? And the inside of the trailer was black and red. They were all the Raptors colors. So I pulled this cardstock, which coordinates really nicely with the collection. And then I remembered having this, which I had one of these ages ago, and I used, I think, all of it at some point. There were some that didn't get used as is, but they got used as like cardstock scraps. So when this one came into my scrapbook stash, and I was deciding which stuff to keep and which stuff to get rid of, I decided to keep this one. And it's a full pack. There's nothing missing out of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the black from the back as my centerpiece to this sketch. So I'm just gonna, and so what they are is they're just cardstock sheets that are not quite 12 by 12. and they have this scalloped border. And so I'm gonna start here. And that kind of gives me that look from the sketch where it's like not like squared off, but it's got that border around the outside, right? So we're gonna start there. Then my photos will go in here, and I need so I'm gonna map my photos probably just on white cardstock, and then I'm going to go corner and a title. Then I'm going to make some banners out of my pieces, unless there are banners. Hang on. Are there banners on this sticker sheet, I wonder? Or on one of the sticker sheets? Oh, there's a few in here. These are Brad's. Aren't they cool? Okay, so we have... Well, those aren't really banners, and they're very orange, so I'm probably not going to use those. These ones, not what I'm looking for. There is no banner piece here, but there are these nets I could use. Trying to, you know, keep it simple and use what's in my kits. So that's not it. And then I have, where did I stick it? The ephemera pack. It's under all the things. Oh, see, now we have this. These banners might go really cute there. And I'll keep the sketch on here. So see how they have these banner pieces? Now, a sketch is not necessarily meant to be like followed exactly, right? So this is giving me the idea to put some banners across here. So I could use these ones that say score. That could double as my title also. Or I could use that as like a subtitle and put a different title over here, or vice versa. So that's an idea. If I decide not to do that, I do have a banner punch that I can make some banners with. And for the embellishment clusters, I think I'm going to use a combination of different ephemera from this big stack of stuff that I have here. So I have like some, what is this? They're like patches for clothes. I don't know where I got those. Chipboard. I have one of these page pieces for basketball, but it looks like I've stuffed other things in there as well. And then I have a small alpha that I could use for titling as well. I'll pull that out to the side. We have some of these. I think I'm just going to make like a little cluster of variety of embellishments for that. I'm not going to use the Phoenix Suns stuff, obviously, because this was not a Phoenix Suns game. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just going to pick a bunch of the things from here. I also have this doodle pop down here. That's kind of cute. So, and I'm going to try to incorporate some basketballs to represent the circles that are in the sketch. And then I'm going to type up some journaling and put it down along here. So I'm going to pause the camera, mat my photos, and get some of those elements chosen. And then I'll come back and put the layout together with you. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so here is where we're at. This is the sketch we were talking about, right? So I have this corner piece, and it's the only piece from the patterned paper that I actually used. And what I did was I cut a 4x4 square out of this corner and then cut it corner to corner so that it was even. And the reason I did that instead of just slicing a piece off was because I wanted it measured so that when I did this border piece, I could measure it just like an inch bigger. So what I did was I did this one in 4x4, and then I did a 5x5 square, and then I punched the corner to corner, like sliced it in half and then punched corner to corner. Does that make sense? And I did this notebook punch edge because I already had the scallops on the page and I didn't want to do too many scallops. I thought that might look weird. So I did, where this scalloped border is, I did a different kind of border, but I really liked the idea of giving it more texture, I guess. So that is that. I did not put my title up here because this patterned paper was a bit busy. So I moved my title down here and moved my photos over a little bit so I could fit a title in there. I did get the banner pieces up across the top and I added a stitched line. It's just, it's not stitched. It's like pen doodling, faux stitching. And then I typed up some journaling. So I got some journaling typed up. I'm just gonna like stick it down where the journaling goes on the sketch here. So the journaling just says, since we arrived at the Air Canada Centre early, we had time to enjoy some of the things they had set up outside to advertise the game. Josh loved the mock-up of the Raptors dressing room, and look how Studemeyer's pants measure up to Uncle Jonah. And then I just put like as a side note, because I guess not everybody would know that, but it says Studemeyer is the little guy on the team. So Studemeyer is only, I think like they said like 5'10" or something like that. So my brother is a little bit shorter than that, and it just looks so funny that the little guy on the team, because he looks small on the court, and because some of those guys are huge, and so that his pants measure all the way up to my brother's armpits is still funny. But yeah, he was one of the most interesting players on the team. I am not like a big sports fan, but I go to these games mostly because I have 3 boys and they love that sort of live sports kind of stuff. And so every time we were in Toronto, we'd go to either the Jays or the Raptors. And on this particular trip, it just happened that we were at the end of the season and the Raptors were, I think it was semifinals. And so we got to go to that. And then we got to go to opening week of the Blue Jays. So we did both in the same trip, which was really cool. And oddly enough, even though we're Canadian, it's not that we don't like hockey. It's just that that wasn't where my kids' passions were in terms of sports, like playing. And so I don't think I've ever been to, I've been to an NHL game, but just not in Toronto. I don't think I've ever gone to the Maple Leafs game. I know my oldest has, but yeah, I think it's always just been basketball and baseball. I actually enjoy watching baseball live. I don't like watching it on TV. I find it boring, but okay. So we got all the journaling strips on there. And I just used the Xyron sticker maker. I love this thing. I have a hard time now finding refills for it, but I still really love it. And that's my favorite size. I use that one. I have a big one too, but I don't use it very often. Mostly just for things that are vellum, I think. Maybe some acetate here and there, but I don't really use it for much else. Sometimes if I have like an intricate die piece, I'll use it. But yeah, mostly I use this little one for journaling strips and tiny bits that I have trouble getting adhesive on and that sort of thing. Now I have adhesive on my fingernail though. Okay, so then I thought I should get some dies out of the die cut pack that came with the collection. And these are the ones that I thought I might use. I don't actually think now that I'm looking at it that I'll use all of them, but I don't think I'm going to use these basketballs. So I'll set those aside and put them back in the thing. I'm for sure going to use this one, and I put Studemeyer's number on there. He was number 3 when he, or sorry, number 20 when he played for the Raptors. So I think he was number 3 on another team, but I couldn't tell you which one. I'm not up on my stats. This was 2013, so it was quite a while ago. And then this one, do I want to pop that up? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to grab a little bit of foam. Which one should I use? I just have these little scraps, I think. I can use some of that. And this is just a fun foam from either Michael's or Walmart. That I sometimes will buy. I actually haven't bought it in a really long time. I think because I found some at a like reuse center. I got some from a teacher that was getting rid of it. I got, where else did I find it? I think that's it. But I've also got now a stack again. I used it all up at one point, and now I have a stack again of like empty chipboard sheets, I guess. So like when you like have a chipboard sheet and you like pop all the things out. Can I grab one? It's kind of tucked under my rulers, but like an empty chipboard piece like this, I like to use this also as like dimensional adhesive stuff. It's not necessarily adhesive, dimension, to put dimension under things. So I'm gonna tackle that next, but I have a little stack of this I'm gonna go through first because it's at the front. It's at the front of the drawer, so it's easier to get to. So I'm gonna pop all these little die cuts up. I knew for sure I wanted that one, but then I wasn't sure about the others. So now I know. So I just put the sticky side, because these are die cut pieces, I put the sticky side to the die cut, and then I put adhesive on and set it up this way. When I put it on stickers, I do it backward. Well, I don't know if it's backwards. I do it the other way, where I put the non-sticky side onto the sticker part and then peel off the thing, and then it's already got adhesive on, if that makes sense. So I picked this shirt one because I used this shirt paper. We were in a dressing room. I thought that was appropriate. And then Let's Play is kind of a pun because we're going to go watch a game, but we were like messing around in the outside the arena thing, not arena, or Canada Center. And then what do we got here? This is some basketball epoxy pieces that I was thinking I might use, and some more epoxy pieces. These are called rain dots. They are from Cloud9 Design, which I don't think exists anymore. But I was thinking, instead of pulling enamel dots from my stash, that these would make good like sprinkly bits. So I also wanted to get, I have so many of these, and of course my kids are grown now. They don't play sports anymore, but we do go watch sports. So every time I do a basketball layout, I want to get a few of those on there. So I'm going to do this one. Is going to go up at the top part here. And I want it just to kind of like go in there. So I'm just going to take my pointy tweezers and put a little hole. I do have a pokey tool for that, but I'm too lazy to go get it. And by go get it, I mean reach across my desk and open the drawer to get it, because it's like right there. But this is right here, so easier. Uh-oh, I only got one prong. Where's the other one? It's hiding. Oh, yep, it flattened down. Okay, let's get that in there. Who still uses brads besides me? I don't know. I know I've heard a lot of YouTubers and stuff say that they can't use them because they rust or something. But I don't know, it must be a climate thing because I don't have that problem here. I have brads on probably a large percentage of my layouts. I was going to say all, but that's not true. But a lot. I also like to use other metals like gears and yeah, I have like metal letters and all kinds of stuff. So I think this one I'm going to put right through the picture where this, because it's not going to hurt anything to put a brad there. It's not covering anything up. Just adds to my embellishment. It's more important to not cover up the words in this case. There's lots of dead space in these photos and I probably could have trimmed them down, but because they kind of went like full top to bottom, because I wanted it to show like here, I wanted to like have all the way like his whole person in there. So I left it at 4x6, but that just leaves me a little bit of room to play in terms of getting things on there. And I don't know why it matters to me sometimes, but see how the basketball lines are? I want them to be the same on all of them. Is that weird? I don't know, probably. I'm kind of weird, I guess. Okay, and then I want one up here. So I'm gonna just poke a hole and roll with it. And I want them all tucked a little bit under my die cut pieces, so hopefully that works out. And again, the prongs do not want to go in together. There we go. Okay. There we go. We are set. All right, so we got 3 little embellishment spots, just like on our sketch, wherever that is. I should put it like right here. So I got 1, 2, 3 embellishments, 3 embellishment spots. I'm like moving down the page. And I think I'm gonna put some of, do I want some little nets or something, or I already have basketballs, so probably not that. What about these dot things? Rain dots. I did like the Cloud9 design. I still have more of the Cloud9 design things in my stash. I did like them. And I do still grab them when I see them at in secondhand. So I am going to, here's one, and here's 2, and 3, there we go. So we got 3 little pieces in there. I'm going to do the same over here. I think though I'm going to start down here. 1, 2, oops, stuck to my finger, not to the paper. Had it upside down. And 3. There we go. And then again at the top, we're gonna go 1, maybe 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we have those on there. Now, I also wanted to bring in some wood because of the, like, I have some wood represented here and here. And there's wood in the photos, and also it kind of like brings out that, like, the floor of the basketball gym is always wood flooring, right? So I was thinking maybe some wood stars. Now, I already have like my 3 little things, so I need to decide, like, do I just want, like maybe I just want a little star here and another one up here. And then maybe a bigger one down here. And one before my title. I want them all to be the same size, apparently. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. I just have my Scotch tacky glue in the fine line bottle. And I'm gonna get those glued down, and then I think we are good to go. And I think I'm gonna have a quick look at this bingo sheet, because I feel like even though I'm not necessarily like trying to get a bingo when I make a layout, I want to become familiar with what's on there. So I'm just gonna check and see, like, in my creation of this layout, did I use anything that was on the bingo sheet? So I hope you guys don't mind doing that with me too, because that is part of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches this round, this series 12 we are in. And I love sketches, so this is right up my alley. Okay, so get the lid on there so I don't dry it out. Okay, so here's our sketch, here's our layout, and I'm just going to check the bingo sheet. And it says multi-photo, yes. Wood veneer, yes. Free space, pre-made title, no. Foam or puffy? Well, these are puffy letters and these are foam letters, so yes. Okay, cool. And then fussy cutting, no. Numbers, yes. Free space, distress edges, I always ink my edges. Cut file, no. Let's see, what else do we got? Stars, yes. Stickers, yes. Enamel dots. Are those enamel? No, those are epoxy. Fussy cutting, no. No patterned paper. Well, almost. I used one tiny piece. Wood veneer, yes. Circles. Basketballs are circles. Numbers, yes. Double border, no. No. Sequins, no. Single photo, no. Chipboard, no. Vellum, no. Mixed media, no. Distress edges, yes. Flare or epoxy? So like these epoxy dots, yes. Pre-made title, no. Rainbow, nope. Cut file, no. Stamping or stencil, no. Monochromatic, no. Florals, no. Foam or puffy. Okay, so multi-photo, wood veneer, multi-photo, stars, stickers, wood veneer, circles, numbers, epoxy, distressed edges, and foam and puffy stickers. Okay, so I did get some of the things off of there, but I didn't get a bingo. There we have it. Okay, so I think that is it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I hope you click that like button to give it a thumbs up. If you are new here and you've come over from Christy's Beautiful Life or another playlist, I would love, love, love to have you as a subscriber. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. I hope you're all having a great day. Bye for now.